computer. All right. Hello, everybody. It's 7 o'clock on Saturday, April 10th, right? This is a kind of a wrap-up meeting to the online version of NETA SPA 2021, which was held at the end of February. A lot of us wanted to show off, how you do when you're in the regular spa. You want to go out to the marketplace and buy all kinds of treasures and then show them off and brag about them back with your friends at your table or your couch or your fireplace, wherever you end up. Obviously, we couldn't do that this year, so we decided to do it virtually. So all of you are here to, whatever you want to do. If you want to show off what you have, if you want to talk about it, if you've been doing any actual knitting or crocheting or whatever with the stuff, you're welcome to show us your works in progress. Whatever you want to talk about. And so we'll go, since we have so few of you, although I still want you to stay on mute until you're talking, just to keep any background noises and snoring and whatever else might be in the background out of the way. When I call on you, just go ahead and show us what you want or say whatever you want, and then we'll go around the room, and when we're done, we can just leave it open for open chat. So before I do that, a few announcements. One, let's see, Ellen will be in here at some point from Ellen's Half Pint to do her raffle or drawing, whatever she had started at SPA. I don't remember the details off the top of my ancient head. So, but she'll be in here at some point to do that. Update on SPA 2022. Yes, the weekend is decided. It is February 25th through the 27th. That is official. The deposits are paid for. The room blocks are just getting set up now. All we're doing, the next step then is to get you a kickoff day for actual reservations. As you know by now, or if you're new to this, you don't know, but the hotels have blocked off their entire reservation inventory for that weekend for us. So even if you called right now, they wouldn't let you take a room at any rate. So don't even bother. When we have the kickoff day, you'll get that information in plenty of time to call them and make a reservation on that day or on their online reservation websites, including the Harasika this year. They have finally come into the 20th century, and they are now taking online reservations. So that will be a nice new change for the folks who had to do the phone tag for that day. That might make things a little bit easier. So we're shooting for a kickoff day towards the end of May, but they have to pull all that stuff together. They have to get staff to be able to handle the phones. They have to get the URLs for the website, online ordering to me. We have to confirm terms and conditions, look at the contracting and all that. So we're in that phase right now. And so very soon you'll be getting more information. I'm hoping for the last Monday in May, which I think 24th. I think that sounds right. But you'll know in plenty of time to make a point of putting it on your calendar if you want to. We've also started the application process for vendors. Yay. Looking forward to seeing all these faces at Freeport again. We sent out the application last week, and I already have a good handful of applications back. One of them came back in about 27 minutes from the point that I posted the application. Casey. So I'm glad to see that you're all still thriving and being able to continue to give us all the lovely stuff that you do every year. We're going to be having the decisions for vendors to decide who gets a booth for next year, with the decision being made by mid-July. I think I said July 14th on the application, but it's right around there. So show your vendors some love as we talk today if you want. I'm sure they'd be glad to hear that you're having fun with what they picked up from your sales on SPA weekend. Is there anything else? I made a list here. No, I guess that's it for now, but if I think of anything, I'll interject as I do. I'm sure you're used to that by now. So we'll go around in a circle. We'll start with Casey, but before you start, Casey, if you don't want to participate, if you just rather listen and watch, just say pass, and that's fine. I'll go on to the next person. Casey disappeared, so we'll go back to her in a sec. Let's start with Penny, and then we'll go to Casey. Penny, you're muted, so you just need to hit your microphone button. Let me see if I can unmute you. Hold on.
I got it.
Okay, there you go. Casey, we'll come back to you.
I make buttons for a living. And I brought 3 examples of what we can do. I have a partner of 4 years, and she helps me do everything. But I do actually most of the production, and because she has a full-time job and family obligations, and I have the time. So I've got these 3 jackets I want to show you quickly. I have these are some of the buttons, and when the person brought me the jacket, she picked out the kind of button that she wanted, and she actually picked out what we've just determined is probably our best button style, because it picks up all the colors. You either can have one color or you can have a lot of colors, but it seems to be the best one that people are really liking now. And when I put on the buttons that she chose, and got back to her, I liked that one because you could see it, but I didn't like the other ones. Were not easy to see. So I suggested a brighter button, and she agreed with me. And then I made her run was 300 coats. And so I made her 300 sets of buttons in the colors that she wanted. And then this one is another person, and she wanted dichroic buttons. And I don't think you can see them very well, but when you're out in the light, it really shines. It adds right to her painting. So that worked really well. And then the most interesting buttons that I've gotten to do this year are on this jacket. I don't know if you can see it, but she wanted African buttons or she wanted something that would look like, she put a zebra in here, and she wanted glass African buttons. So I went online and saw what they were doing, and I took glass and cut it the triangle shape. And then I didn't like the shine. So I went to the sandblaster and blasted the shine off. So it was a matted color. It was a matted white. And then I took what's called glass enamels, and I painted a different design on each one of them. So that's one of the things we do. We also do jewelry that will augment the buttons in glass. So
Sweet.
that's what I wanted to show you.
Very good. Thank you. Anybody have any questions for Penny, or we can always come back to it, We'll go to Casey next, unless she runs away again.
Hi, everybody. I'm Casey. I'm in Portland, and I am the owner of Port Fiber. I don't have any of my stuff back here. I'm in my back room, which I'm hoping it's starting to feel like a studio space, but I have a lot of work to do to get it feeling like a space where I can just like hang out and do my own work. So I'm spinning tonight. I'm spinning a fleece I bought at Common Ground Fair. Just the last one that happened, so 2019. It was a merino from Long Cove Farm in Vinyl Haven, and it's a brown fleece. And I'm spinning a sweater quantity. I hand carded it. It's been a long process, but it feels really good to be applying right now. And this I just finished up last week out of Peace Fleece, which is a yarn that I carry in the shop. And it's called the Crystal Star Wrap. The designer's name is Jen Peck. And it came out in a Peace Fleece collection this past winter, and I just couldn't not cast on. I just love it so much. I love the like quilt block motif. Very like quilting was my first craft. My grandmother taught me, and it's just really special to me. So
and there's room for 2 in there too.
There is. It feels like a good like keep it on the back of your couch, get cozy blanket shawl. That's what I've been up to.
Gorgeous. Okay, we'll go to Mary next, then Judy.
There we go. Hi, I go by Mary Ellen. You might remember me
Of course.
better that way. I'm here as the enjoying spinning voyeur tonight because I didn't have the freedom that weekend that we were doing the virtual to get on. And I was hoping to see some interesting things just because I haven't seen that much going on and spinning, obviously cooped up at home. But I thought it was wonderful, and I certainly shout out thanks to everyone. If I could have participated, I would have. I think it was a wonderful thing that you still came up with a way to have something. And I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to the next year's worth as well. And I had a question about the next year.
Shoot.
At the end of last one, we talked about the fact that at the fashion show, they mentioned that there was going to be like a knitting sort of think about it project for the next year to do kind of some
You mean a
outrageous clothing.
theme?
Huh?
You mean a theme?
Yes. There had been some kind of
Ooh.
theme mentioned that was to be kind of clothing, but kind of maybe a little unconventional with the knitting, get a little wild with what kind of fiber you made, or I remember something like that at the end of that fashion show. Just wondered if that topic ever came up.
It certainly has. We have been
good.
talking about a lot of stuff, and that's among them. And you got to let me have this one. I've divulged too much of the information as it is. I like to be coy, so I'm holding on to this one a
Okay.
little bit longer.
Okay, but we
But
will be
yes.
hearing something.
Yes, you
I
will.
just wondered because I kind of had been taken with that, and I actually already bagged all this fiber and stuff and all these weird things I had, and it
Yeah,
was
we'll
all
definitely have
exciting.
something to keep you busy.
Hopefully it'll be something, no matter what it is, I can translate into that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll see.
good. I'm glad. That's okay. I can wait.
Okay. All
But
right.
I
Well,
thank you for that. And I just say hello to all the familiar faces. I see many that I recognize. And I wish I could say I had already, you'd think I would have spun up what I had from the year before, but not really. Painting rooms and, doing other things. But I'll have
okay.
a lot by the time I get to Maine again.
Right. You'll have plenty to show in Freeport.
Sure
Good.
will. But thank you.
All right. Let's go to Judy next.
The snoring has stopped for a moment, so
Yay.
I'm in the clear. I bought this game from Ellen. It was her grateful or gratitude. Oh my word, I can't even remember. And I had a little kit with the pinky swear pattern. It's called the pinky swear pattern. So I made this little cowl, and next year I would love it if we had a dance party.
That is on the list of discussion items too, for sure. Like I was telling Casey earlier, my butt still isn't recuperated from the last one. I shook it way too much. Anything else?
It was so much fun.
It was.
I would just, like Friday night after the vendors or something. Oh, I can just imagine it.
Casey's up for it. All right, we will go to Kristen and then Carrie Ann.
Hi, everyone. I am being a rebel tonight. I'm working on attaching some binding on some quilted placemats that I've made. But anyways, I ended up buying from 100 Ravens. I got the mini Maisie set with the Van Gogh Starry Night. And she said she only had a few items left of the Georgia O'Keeffe, which is a beautiful blue and white and a little bit of brown in it. And then I also found this mini set that I really liked at 100 Ravens. So that was my impulse purchase for the weekend.
Awesome. Who's next? Carrie Ann, you're next.
So I finished, I got, I shopped a lot. So
Yeah, I know. I
I
want to see
shopped
it.
a lot. So I did first, I've already knitted up one of them. I did the Blurry Cowl. It was a, oh, I'm going to pronounce her name wrong. Jojo Locatelli pattern. And I did it in Dirty Water Dye Works that I had purchased. Well, that I had purchased. There's a spread out of it. So I finished that last night. So it hasn't even been blocked yet. So I did that, and I'm now casting on from 100 Ravens. I bought their Layers and Links hat set. So it's a whole bunch of rainbows, which I didn't read the directions when I winded my yarn. So now I read the directions, I have to rewind my yarn because it was supposed to be double stranded and I only did one ball each. So whoops. And then from Disney Blonde Studios, I bought their, she had a couple of different great ones, but I got the Lucille Ball colorway. And to make a shawl, I don't know which one yet, but it's all like burgundies and peaches and and pinks like mauve. So it looks kind of lots of reds. And then I visited Grace's on the way up. I did, because I went to Freeport the first day of spa. So I visited some of the yarn stores. So I bought this is some sparkly blue lace weight to make a scarf. And then after spa, about I think 2 weeks later, I took a trip up and visited Casey at a store, and I bought these fantastic figurine, very Eastery color balls. And I'm gonna do Botanique by Casapinka with these. They're lace weight, I think. And I think that's it. That's everything that I got from the vendors that go to spa or on my trip to Freeport. And now I just have a lot of knitting to do.
That should keep you busy for what, a few days?
Just a few. I mean,
Maybe.
when I
Yeah.
did the cowl, I think since spa happened, I think I'm on my 6th project. I've knitted 2 blankets and a whole bunch of smaller things. I just, I'm in the zone.
Awesome. Let's go to, I see Ellen's here. Ellen, you wanted to do your drawing. Do you want to do that now, or do you have more time to hang around? You're muted right now, so I can't hear you.
A minute. Okay, I
There
think
you go.
they're now I'm better. Yeah, this Zoom stuff is a little new to me, but yeah, I'd love to. If we
If you
have
want to go
time
ahead and do that now, go ahead, sure.
Okay, sure. If everyone's
'Cause I know
ready,
you have
I've
to
got
leave
a
early, so.
container with a bunch of names in it, so that will be fun. I just figured I would go ahead and grab one, and it
Yeah,
is.
so before you do though, explain what you're doing, because not everybody is familiar with what you.
I'm sorry.
doing.
So what I did is for a couple of the other like virtual shows, which I've done a drawing where if anyone wants to post on Facebook pictures of anything they have done out of my yarn, I do a drawing. And so the drawing, let me grab a gadget bag, is for either a gadget bag or a project bag that I make that I'm going to send out. So anyone who posted a picture on Facebook using any of my yarn, and people who bought a show colorway special, they got entered a couple of times. They got twice and everyone else got entered once. So that was really fun to do. Let me just grab the bags and show you. These are all of the little bags I've been making. So what I've done is a prize of a drawing for one of these, choice of color, different little gadget bags, or project bags. I also do these really fun project bags. So the winner is going to get to whose name I've already drawn, gets to choose whichever one they would like, and I will send it to them.
Awesome.
So the person's name that I drew was Martha Kudamarsh. So I don't know if you are on
I don't
here
see her on the list, no, but I'm sure
the
she'll be
list.
delighted.
Okay, yes, so I'm gonna send her a note through Facebook and get her mailing address and send that out to her. It's just kind
Excellent.
of a fun thing to do to make something like this a little bit fun.
Great.
It's a lot of fun anyway, but
Thank you very much.
thank you. This is great.
Jan, do you want to go next? Look at all the delicious stuff behind you. What is
Oh,
that?
I am in my ramshackled porch that's falling apart. So all day I've been living here since the fall, but I have to come here and check it every once in a while because it's not heated. So actually today is a gorgeous day. So it's very nice here. It's warm. So, but I don't really have much to show except I can just, I have been working on some stuff, but there's some yarns here.
Wow, look at that studio. Jealous. Look at all that.
So some stuff I cannot bring with me all the time to the shows.
I would just like want to put it all on like the bed and roll in it. Look at all that.
I can
That's literally what I was thinking. It's I just want to roll in all that yarn.
and I can vouch for the fact that Lauren is not just being, she's just not saying that as a saying. She means it.
Because I've done it.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Jan, for showing us your face and your
Well,
studio. It's good to see you.
Nice to see everybody. Thank you.
So there's more people in the meeting now that than were here before. So I'll just repeat the basic guidelines is that if you don't want to participate, you just want to hang back and watch, that's cool. If I call on you, just say pass. Or you can also, one of you also just directed messages to me and said you couldn't show your camera or your audio anyway. So that's fine if you want to do it that way. But we'll go next to, let's see, Chris, and then to Amy O'Malley. So Chris, what are you up to?
So I bought some stuff from Spunky Eclectic. I bought some sock yarn, which I haven't touched yet, and I also bought some fleece, which I started spinning today on my new spinner that came in the mail.
Oh, you got the
So,
6?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So I never spun before, so we'll see if this is the gateway to everything. And I'm also knitting a sweater that from yarn that I bought after Spa last year, and from a book that I bought at Spa last year. So
Very good. Now, if you were actually showing us anything while you were talking, we're seeing your ceiling. So
no, it's a ceiling.
you're okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. All right. So then we'll go to Amy. Hi, Amy.
Remember to unmute before I started talking. Hi. I bought a few things. I bought mostly fiber, and unfortunately, I just realized that the beautiful shawl pin that I bought from Leslie is downstairs in my closet. But I got a couple things from Gilead, and I literally just now opened this up, and these colors, it doesn't show so much on there's so much orange and beautifulness. This bat from Gilead, this colorway that is just more beautiful colors. My light's not exactly bright, but what I think my favorite thing that I bought was watching Good Karma and watching yet another Amy, of course, because there's a million of us, watching their having some things made on the Big Carter, having some gigantic bats made. I picked one out. I sent in a message and I said, I would like green, purple, and blue.
Ooh.
So this is my bat, and I'm gonna save this until I can spin it outside.
That's gorgeous.
Casey, I was so close to you today. We went to Portland Art Gallery to pick up Sheep Jones. Do you know Sheep Jones's stuff? Oh. Her stuff is, so we just bought 2 more pieces today. We now have 3 sheep Jones in the house. So our house is turning into a gigantic art gallery. It's lovely. But I wasn't by myself, and we had some other things to do, but I'm definitely going to come by and see you soon. It's only an hour from Parsonsfield. It's not bad. So yeah, but that's it. I didn't buy any yarn. Of course, I don't usually buy yarn.
Yeah,
So
because you spin it. So
I'd rather just make it and then use it, which is so key. So Chris,
yeah, I haven't
I know
learned
you
that part yet.
said you're just going to be, you're starting spinning. You have to remember, you need to use it. Don't just put it on the shelf and look at it and go, oh, it's so pretty, and pat it every once in a while. Use it, because then you get to pat it when you're wearing it. And then you get to go places and people will be like, oh my God, that sweater's awesome. It's like, you don't just say, oh, I knit it. Oh, I made the yarn and then I knit it. So it's super cool. I just think.
Amy, I have to say that you are now an official Mainer, because you just said it's not too far. It's only about an hour away.
And it's funny, most of the places I go to around here, it's like, it says it's 8 minutes. 8 minutes to my new doctor, 8 minutes to the post office so we can go to the PO box and pick things up because we still don't have a mailbox, and across from that is the bakery, and it's 8 minutes. Although I have to say there are at least 3 really nice little quilt shops over here. We have no more fiber or yarn shops in the area. I thought they said that Rosemary from Rosemary's over in Wyndham, that, the Maine's largest yarn store, which I also drove by today and didn't go in. They said that I think that somebody at one of the quilt shops told me that she used to be in Cornish. So the Cornish area is looking for a fiber store. We need something over here. I wish it was me, but not right now. So that's all. I just wanted to hop on and say hi.
Yeah, do it.
One of us just needs to win the lottery, and there you go. We're all set. So,
And in Vermont, we have that same saying that so not too far, it's only an hour from here.
thank you very much, Miss Amy. We'll go to Linda Cardelli next, and then to Val. Linda, how you doing? Or are you the one? No, you're not the one who said you couldn't do it. Go ahead. You just need to unmute yourself.
I just unmuted. I'm just dropping in to say hi. Penny and I are the ones who sell buttons.
Oh, okay.
So
Partner in crime.
yes, exactly. We are button mavens, and we've been making lots and lots and lots of new buttons. So we're very excited to actually hopefully have a place to sell them soon. But we love your show. We love you guys. And, we just cannot wait. We're so excited that it's actually going to happen.
Absolutely.
I just want to add the hour thing. It's a New England thing, because ever since I lived in Massachusetts, I moved from Pennsylvania, 30, 40 years ago. But around here, anything it's an hour, it's like anywhere else, they're like, oh my God, it's an hour. And all of us are like, it's only an hour. So it's a New England thing. But I'm sorry, I interrupted you. You were going to say something?
Oh, it's okay. I was just, go ahead. I'll figure it out. I'll remember it later. But
No,
welcome. Thank you
I
for
just
joining us.
wanted to drop in and say hi to everybody and tell you that Penny and I are so anxiously waiting to be out on the road again, and especially to see Spa, because it's our favorite show.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll go to Val next, and then to Sue.
Hi, I just dropped in too. I have just
From the mountains, apparently.
No, that's Flom. I think it's called Flom. It's from Norway in a nutshell. We went to ride to the fjords. It just popped up. I just went to Zoom and picked a filter, and it had brought one in from somewhere. I don't know where. from my photo list. So I am just still recovering from the move and the interest rates. I wish I'm probably the only person in the world that wants the interest rates to go up. But my industry gets swamped right now. So yeah, I'm just trying to survive it. And in the meantime, I'm looking forward to being able to do a few more knitting Zooms now that I've unpacked from my move back to San Diego. And looking forward to that email saying we can book the hotels.
It's
So,
coming.
I know, I've totally trained my staff. They all know, like, aren't you going to Maine? I'm like, no, not this year. So yeah, thanks for doing this, Lauren.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We'll go to Miss Sue next. How you doing, baby?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing good. I'm I hear you when you say about the move. We're preparing for a move, and it's every weekend. It's look at I'm a mess. I'm all sweaty, my hair is a mess, but I'm here. So I did buy a bunch of things this year. I don't have them in front of me, but I've pulled out my Ravelry, and I've already put it in my stash, so I feel really good about that. I got a couple different things from 100 Ravens. I got some of their worsted weight. I got Twilight Over the Granite State. It's really pretty. It's like pinks and teals and whites, and absolutely not my typical colors, but I decided I wanted to be different this time, so I did that. And then I also got one skein because, hey, I need more sock yarn. But anyway, it was the Georgia O'Keeffe, and it's glorious. It's dark teal and light teal and little bit of kind of limey green, and just really
Kristen's
gorgeous.
showing it off there. It is beautiful.
Oh, it's just so beautiful. Is that the Georgia O'Keeffe? Yeah, look at that. So pretty. And I couldn't resist that. But what I've been working on was actually something from Spa the last time we were there, or maybe it was the year before. I don't remember exactly, but I got it from Ellen's Half Pint. It's a 50 merino, 50 tencel, and it's not finished, but I've got one half of it done. I'm actually making the same Mythos cardigan that they had up in their up on her display. And it's really interesting because this is the sleeve, and you kind of make the left half first, and then there's the sleeve, and then you make the right half, and then you attach it in the back, and the front has kind of like almost like it comes to a point almost. It's a great little light weight. I love the colors. Again, I stretched. I went with kind of pinks and purples and blues, but I just liked it seemed to be a color that would go with a lot of what I do. So, and the scary thing is that I had finished the one side, I was working on the other side, and then I ran out of yarn and I wasn't done yet. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought I should have plenty. And then as I was like going through my stuff to pack and to decrapify, I found the rest of it. So happily, I can actually finish my Mythos cardigan now. I really love this yarn is really nice to work with, and I'm hoping it's going to be really one of those pieces that are going to be durable that I can wear with the tencel in it and the wool. So, and I love the loose knit because I'm always hot. So this will just be a nice layer on my apple shape so that I can do some layering, but not necessarily sweat. So, and then I bought a few other things that I honestly don't remember. Who's the woman who dyes with the sea salt, the seawater? I got a skein of her yarn, and it's really gorgeous. Joe actually picked it out. My husband picked it out. He wants a hat out of it. So that's put away already too, so I couldn't share it. But I'm excited about finding my stuff so I can finish my Mythos, because I've been working on that for a while.
Very good. I'm not jealous of you at all. Moving with all the cardboard, just the idea of packing again would make me hurl.
And the hard thing is the whole, what do you keep and what don't you keep, because we're downsizing. So
yeah.
It's yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go to Amy then, to Scruggs. I don't see a picture yet, but we'll see who that is when we open it up.
Can I interrupt for a second and thank
Sure.
Sue very much for showing that skein of merino tencel from my booth? That's Horizon is the colorway. And I can tell her that a lot of people who have knit with that merino tencel say it wears really well. They like wearing it. So thanks for showing. You should have showed it earlier and I would have entered you in the drawing for a bag, but maybe for actual spa sometime we'll do a drawing like that.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Amy, you're up.
I'm here. This is yarn that I got at the last in-person spa. And it is like a natural dyer. It's cochineal, so it's got this gorgeous pink color and it's just squishy. And I've tried to make it into, this is the label. I've tried to make it into a sweater multiple times and it's just not worked out, but I think it's gonna work this time. So I just cast it on and I'm joined in the round and I'm doing a 1x1 rib and we're gonna see how it goes. Other than that, I've become obsessed with, I wouldn't say obsessed with Casapinka, but obsessed with Sharon from Security, the cat. So I did make a botanique with the yarn that she was promoting, which was called Emma's yarn that I had never heard of, but it's gorgeous and I love it. And it's kind of dark, so you can't really see everything. But what I really liked, I made the glamping blanket and I made this, and I really liked because it's just a bunch of like different textural stitches. So it's like a sampler, you know, because you do a section and it's, you know, oh, you're going to do this stitch or you're going to do these stitches combined, which, yeah, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, but I've never done them together. And it makes, you know, something really cool. I've already ordered yarn to make a second glamping blanket because I need one. And I have yarn that I got during spa weekend from Dirty Dye Works to make one of Casapinka's other fingering weight shawls, but I don't know which one yet. So, and it's still in the mailbox, so I can't show it to you yet.
Okay, let's see. Jane had to leave. She just wanted to say that she'd been working with some singles that she had spun 10 years ago and was working on a big love sweater, which is very comfy. And then she left. So passing that along. We'll go to Scruggs next if you want to. If you don't want to, you can just pass.
Hi, this is Joan Scruggs.
Okay.
You aren't going to see a picture because my computer's so old. I don't have a camera in this one.
Wow.
So I am Ellen's Hat Pint Farm's sister.
Okay.
And you'll see me in her booth at all her shows. I travel with her and try to help her best I can. I do not knit or spin or crochet. I'm allergic to wool. But I love looking at everything everybody does. I do sew. I quilted and done many other, fabric skills over my lifetime. But nothing in knitting. I have relatives who were better knitters than I could be. And they made me whatever I wanted.
Well, that works.
But I couldn't wear the wool. So I love going to the shows. I see some familiar people, faces on here, and I'm glad everybody's turned up for this. And keep at it. We'll see you next February.
Excellent. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for doing this, Laura.
Right, we have two people left. I have Merrill and I have Laura Lee. Yay. Glad to see Laura Lee is in here. If you want to pass, you don't have to show your camera or speak, but Merrill, you're up next if you'd like to be. If you're talking, you're still muted.
Hi.
There you go. Hi.
Hi. I didn't make it to spa this year and I'm only a sporadic visitor, but I love it. And I just wanted to see what everybody did. So at the moment I'm knitting with Plarn. I'm ripping up plastic bags to make a little fence around my front walk around, like on the side of the street, in between the street and the sidewalk. So people hopefully won't walk their dogs in my little garden. So I thought plastic yarn was the way to go with that. So just nice to see people knitting and seeing people.
Yeah, that's a nice thing, huh? Well, thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
And we have Laura Lee, if you'd like to unmute and show us what you're doing, or.
I just want to tell everybody I miss you all desperately.
Yeah, we miss you too, like crazy cake girl.
You know, I've got about 9 projects downstairs for washing and blocking. I'm not knitting at the moment. I just spun a bunch of merino and put it in my pile of stuff to be folded and processed. And the huge, there's a wool basket or bucket that I got from Sherry. And all of my stuff to be folded is in that, and it's starting to spill over the top. So now I'm working on 4 ounces of Polworth and silk.
Oh, that
And
sounds
I'm going to
nice.
use it in, it's going to be applied lace weight to make something lace weight with. And that's what I'm doing at the moment, besides picking up my yard and trying to get the house ready to be sold. And I'm looking at other houses on the seacoast and like that.
Oh, wow. Lots of changes.
Well, it's been a rough year.
Yeah,
It's been a
obviously.
very
Yeah.
rough year. So thank you all. You give me motivation and I miss you.
Can't wait to see you next year.
Okay, I'll be there.
Awesome.
Okay, bye.
So it's about 7:42. I think I've gone through everyone who is in here. If I forgot you or skipped you, holler. But now it's just open mic. If you want to talk, you can. If you want to ask questions, you can do that of each other, or ask me anything if you have anything more to find out about spa, which I may or may not tell you, just because I'm a
How's your lawn
contrary
guy?
wench. How's my lawn guy?
Yeah.
I have, well, the first one I had was fine, and that might be the guy you're talking about. But the one I have now, his name is Hank, and he's an older gentleman, and he's very nice, but he's not as easy on the eyes as the first guy was. So
As long as he gets the job done, he is
he
busy.
does. Yeah, oh, yeah, he's fine. But he's also kind of shy, so we don't really talk much. Yeah,
Oh,
but that
okay.
the first one though, man, oh, that was a pleasant man to
You
look
know,
at.
it doesn't hurt to be eye candy out there.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
And it gets hot here, so they get the short shorts going. Mm-mm.
Well, it was 77 degrees here today.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
It
you
is
got to
warm.
tell people in New England, do not plant yet, because you will regret it if you plant before Memorial Day.
Yeah, I'm still seeing posts in my memories where people are whining about snow, not necessarily last year, but the same day in any of the past, what,
Oh, yeah.
10 or 12
Yeah.
years that I've been on Facebook.
It
So it could
always,
happen.
it always snows at least once after April 6th, which was my grandmother's birthday, and it always snows at least once after her birthday.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, we didn't know when the last time the septic was pumped in our new house, so called somebody up, talk about eye candy. This boy was a cutie. It's just like, okay, so the septic guy can be cute too. That's all I needed to say.
I just had the same issue here. I mean, I've been in this house now for 7 years in June. So I knew about this time last year that it was due, right? I mean, it's just me. So it's not like have a whole huge family and all the laundry and the septic use that goes with the huge, it's just me. But I still knew, and I called it Russian Poulette because you never knew what that one last flush would do when it hits its limit. So, but yeah, the guy who came over to do my septic tank was not easy on the eyes at all. So you're lucky. But so if you want to, you can mute yourself or you can unmute and chat, or just hang back and listen.
So 7 years, you've been there for 7 years?
In June, yeah.
That's
insane.
I know, 2014, yeah.
Wow.
That's nuts. That I can't believe it's been that long.
Me neither. I'm still amazed that I've been able to, I grew up like with nothing, and I expected myself to be a renter forever, and so I still walk around here saying, this is my house. Hot damn. It's a very bizarre thing, but yeah.
I love your glasses too.
Oh, these are just blue light. They don't have a prescription in them. I usually wear them with a prescription, but these are just to filter the blue light or whatever it does. Thank you. They're like $1.50 on Amazon. They cheaped out.
So Chris, I also just got the electric spinning wheel, the 6.0 version, and it's my first time spinning ever. And so Denise Daniels gave me a wonderful crash course on it, and I'm having a lot of fun. I've inherited my great-grandparents' walking wheel, and so someday I will like to get that up and going and spin on that as well.
I'm
That
expecting.
has
more.
got to be the first time I've heard the words Denise Daniel and crash in the same sentence, and it did not involve her getting hurt.
No blood involved. Yeah, that's amazing.
Very true. There have been no injuries recently that I know of.
Right.
So
Good thing we're recording this.
Which one of the electric wheels are you guys talking about? There's
It's
so many
the-
right now.
It's the newest version, the 6.0.
Of what?
The
Electric
eel.
eel wheel.
Electric
Oh,
eel
okay.
wheel.
Okay. There's just, there's many. So I'm just wondering which one. So electric eel.
Yeah. The Sunday Spinners met this afternoon outside in the gazebo in Norfolk, and I did get a little crash course on how to spin because I've never done it before, so it was good.
It's addictive.
So I just realized that I forgot to show you all what I got from the online spa this year. And so I have some of it with me. Some of it I've already squirreled away. But I had to pick up, because I have all these delusions and intents of walking. Yeah, the knit fit bag that goes over your arm and has all kinds of little tools attached to it so that you can knit while you walk. It's not going to be while I walk, trust me. It's going to be while I'm like hanging at a spot and visiting different booths, and then sitting down at the greeters table, and then getting up to do something else, and then going to check out the free table, and then checking out the vendors. I'll have this on my arm for when I land somewhere to be able to knit, which won't be often, but that's what that'll be for. And it'll probably hold
Sorry,
like,
I've got to interrupt for 1 second. Casey, was that what you just finished spinning? Look at that.
wow.
Nice. All right. Sorry, Lauren, didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. I'm used to it. And then I also depleted Dizzy. I'm so tired. Dizzy Blonde Studios yarn stash too. I picked up a couple of the Lucille Ball, and this is what it looks like before you. No, this is called Ingenious. This is the one based on Lucille Ball, though, right? Yeah.
Yep, that
the
is it.
Peaches and burgundies.
I love it.
I love that she puts a little stitch marker on each
Yeah,
one.
a little hard
cute?
stitch marker. It was
Yeah.
adorable.
So I got some of those, and I got her Shattered colorway, which is for Kamala, and it's all purples, which is my jam. Got some of
Me
that.
too.
And I had ordered some things from her sale page that were actually out of stock. So she hooked me up with some replacements. One is called Debbie, and it's in blues. And another one is called Veronica, which is in, oh my goodness, luscious purples. So I'm a happy girl. I didn't spend a whole lot. I kind of feel like, since I'm a planner, I feel like I should like buy something from everybody, which of course I can't do. So every year I try to pick someone who I haven't hit up yet. But yeah, that knit kit, the knit fit thing was kind of a last minute thing. Like, oh, come on, just pretend you're gonna get out there and walk.
So Lauren, can you show me that again? And you said there's tools attached to it?
Yeah, I
guess
buried it.
didn't
Hold on a
look
sec.
closely enough when I looked at it.
It
Like,
has like a little pair of scissors and a row counter and a stitch
and how
holder.
is it attached with like a carabiner or a little loop, or how's it attached?
Let's see. Well, here's the scissors, and they're attached with, I don't even know what you call that.
Little clippy. Okay.
A little clippy thingy. There's a stitch holder on the top that has a row counter or stitch counter, whatever it is on there.
Oh, okay.
And then, was there something else?
Do they really expect people to walk and knit?
Yeah, I can barely chew gum and knit.
I
So I
know.
really don't think
I'm
that's going to
amazed.
happen, but
I'm amazed. I had to ask.
and it came with 2 skeins of nice feltable karaoke in purples, which is why I picked that one instead of the other one. I think the other one had greens in it. So what's this? Oh, and here's more little thingies for the Knit Fit kit. I haven't really looked at it yet. It has actually a circular needle in it and some clothespin type stitch markers. So there's a whole bunch of little doodads here. Bamboo circular needles, stitch markers, row counter, plastic tapestry needle, mini scissors. How to knit fit your way to fitness guide. Like I'll read that. But yeah, so lots of cute stuff in here. I thought it was a good haul.
Maybe you could do it on a treadmill in your house.
Oh, you're cute to think that. You are so cute. I'll get right on that. I actually do have an elliptical.
Me too.
It's a great place to hang my quilts.
I was gonna say, you can't knit on an elliptical because the arms would whack the stuff right out of your
Right,
hand.
right. And I do have a recumbent bicycle that, it's like low on the floor and it has a
One of
nice
those
reclining
help.
seat. It's still in the cardboard box.
You probably could
So,
knit on that, I would imagine.
probably. Yeah, I may never find out.
Well,
Is it an actual bicycle or is it like an exercise bicycle?
It's an exercise bike that has like a reclining seat to it and a big padded bucket for my bucket.
Well, there are actual recumbent bikes for the road, but these are for exercise. But I've discovered that they still want your knees to bend more than my knees like to bend. So
Yeah.
I stay elliptical.
It seems like with the bicyclist days, my knees end up wanting to like poke me in the face because I'm short, so I don't know how that happens, but I just feel like I'm too scrunched up on them.
Well, you can on the recumbent, you can be back further, but it's the circular motion of it. My knees don't want to do that much of a degree. So if you have any knee issues, it might not work out so well.
Well, my knees bend, but they crunch.
My sisters
can
used to
hear them.
snap like Rice Krispies whenever she went up the stairs. It was terrible.
Oh, gee.
Well, good night, all of you, and I thank you for the wonderful visit.
Good night, Laura Lee.
Hi, Laura Lee.
Likewise, I'm heading off to the studio. I'm trying to get some things made for Mother's Day for selling. So I just realized last night that Mother's Day is a week earlier. And that means I have even less time to make things to get to the gallery. So I'm going to say good night also. It was so great to see everyone though.
Bye, Linda.
Take care.
Also, I gotta go eat some din-dins, but great to see you all.
Definitely. See you tomorrow.
Bye, Casey.
See you tomorrow.
What's tomorrow? What am I saying?
Oh,
This
it's
is
a-
tomorrow.
the Knit for Food knit-a-thon, baby.
And she is
Oh.
doing a kind of a playlist, how she does on every Sunday or whatever. She does that when she plays music and you hang out. She's doing a session during this thing. So it starts
Okay.
at 10 in the morning, goes to 10 at night.
Yep.
Ah.
Good night. Thanks so much for doing this, Lauren. It's really fun to actually see everyone in person. So,
Definitely.
appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I expect that we'll be doing with some Zoom meetings across the summer too, and right up into next February, because it seems to be more, everyone's getting comfortable with it, right? And using them more to talk with friends, so it's not as intimidating as it might have been a year ago. So we'll do this
True.
again.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you.
DJ Weiss, did I call on you? Did you just join us? I'm just seeing your name now, so I'm sorry if I missed you. If you're talking, you're muted. Okay, I guess she might be away, or he might be away.
Okay, well, I'm gonna fly myself. I'm having an issue with this finger and I had a cortisone shot, and usually by now it feels better, and it doesn't.
Oh, is it a trigger finger?
It's the trigger finger. Yeah, I've had surgery on this one because I had the same issue and it solved it. But this one here just keeps coming back, and this time it doesn't.
Youch.
Responds to the cortisone, and it hasn't today. So I don't know what's going on, or maybe it's just because I just had my second vaccine today, and maybe my body's just going, "No, you know what's coming next. Everybody get ready for my hugs."
Thanks for the warning. I will fist bump all day, but
I realize that I'm a hugger, and I realize that because when I see people now, I notice that that's why I go in for the hug, and then I realize I can't, so I have to pull back. But that's what's making me. I guess I never noticed it before, but I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
No avoiding that. Well, good night, everybody. We'll see
Good night,
you.
sweetie.
I won't be doing it tomorrow. I'm packing and boxing and doing all kinds of other great stuff. Bye, everybody.
Bye, sweet thing.
Bye.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with it, the Knit for Food telethon it's not a telethon, it's a knit-a-thon is tomorrow. And the last time I looked, we had collected $215,000 to go towards 4 different organizations that help get people fed these days. The World Chef Kitchen, I think, is one of them, and Meals on Wheels, and I forget the other 2. They're on the logo.
It's Feed in America and No Kid Hungry.
That's right. Yeah, and that's always
Do you
been
have
kind
a
of
link that you could put in the chat?
to to participate or to donate. What exactly do you need?
Any of the above?
Any of the. All right, I'll send that to you. What I'll send you is the link to my page, and that you can look at more detail there because I have links to all the different the explanation of the event. But you can also click on a participate button and set yourself up to do it. I just need to drill down to the page. Hold on a sec. Saved and fiber. And so if you don't want to do it, and if you feel like donating, feel free to donate on my page. It's not, we don't get a cut or anything. It's just a way of collecting. So you're welcome to certainly do a donation if you want to, but that's not
Great, thank you.
obligatory. So it's in chat. But yeah, they have a whole schedule set up where they're going to have chats with people who are in those organizations, and music and fun stuff, and a dance party, I think, and just kind of all different things going on throughout the day. It'll be fun, but gotta limber up my fingers.
Lauren, I'm gonna go to it. Believe it or not, it's freezing where I'm at. So,
Oh my goodness, where are you?
in the basement.
Oh, okay. So house, not the state. Okay.
Well, we're supposed to have bad weather tomorrow and lots of rain. So I'm in Rhode Island.
Okay. Yeah, we have a thunderstorm coming through tonight. That should be fun. It'll wake us up. But
So thank you very much. I miss you all. I really do. And I hope I get in next year and I can see all of you. And thank you very much.
good night. We'll see you
Good
soon.
night.
So if I had been smart, I would have set up my project to work on here. I've got the chocolate next to me, but not the project.
Hey, Lauren, I'm going to drop off too, but it was lovely to see you. Thank you so much for doing this.
You're very
care.
welcome. It's good to see your face. Good night, Jen. Jan, sorry.
That's okay.
It's
Thank
been a
you.
long day.
Yeah,
I'm so
thank
tired.
you.
I'm like walking wounded. Oh, kitties.
So Carrie Ann, where is your hotel room? I'm sure, like Lauren mentioned before, if I read things, I would already know, but I don't read things.
No, I didn't mention where I went. So I traveled to Mohegan because
Oh,
I could
nice.
get a free room, so it's not costing me anything.
That works.
So yeah, no. So I got here in time to I had a free soft play voucher, which I had enough time to go. and I made my $20 free slot play voucher into $500. So I said, I'm gonna mosey on upstairs now.
Go while the getting's good. Congratulations.
Yes, go when the getting's good. And so I came up here and said, okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and keep that $500. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So you can
I
buy
was
more yarn.
So
Right.
excited.
Yarn.
Yeah. So yeah, so no complaints there. But now I have to sit here and reball all my balls of yarn into 2 balls so I can make my hat.
Well, as a technical writer myself, when I hear that someone is in deep doo because they didn't read the instructions, I feel a little bit of what's that? Schadenfreude? How do you say that? Cold-blooded joy.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, I'm looking and it's telling me needle size, but it doesn't tell me, it says circular needle and I'm going, well, what size circular needle? It says to start at the smaller one and then go to the bigger one. I'm like, well, you didn't even tell me which size I needed, 16 or 24, or is it 24 or 36? I said, well, it's a hat. So I'm going to do 16 and 24. Fingers crossed, these are the right ones. So I did that. And then I was like, okay, here's the cast on instructions. And then I looked and they said, color A held double. I went, oh, crap. And right above here, it says, before beginning.
Well, so I have a question then. If it says to hold double, are you then winding a ball with the double strand, or can't you just take 2 balls and hold the strands together while because I've never done it. So.
Well, I had one, I see if I had caked it instead of balling it, I could have done from the middle of the cake on the outside of the cake. But because these were mini skeins, I didn't bother using a Swift to cake these, and I just made little balls out of them.
Oh, so you just have one of each color.
Yeah, and so
Okay,
now
I
I
get it.
can't. Now I can't get to the other end of this green, so I could double strand it. So now I have to do a second ball. So I have to unball part of this, try to make it look as even as possible, so that I can have 2 balls of the same color, so that I can do the next one. So it's not. I'm just going to do it as I go, as I change colors, and so I don't have to sit here and wind yarn for the next hour.
So my glamping blanket is within arm's reach.
And I'm like you, Amy. I've been addicted to Casa Pinker for about 3 years now. I have made about 6 of her shawls. I've made 2 glamping blankets already. I already have the colors picked out for the 3rd one because my brother just bought a house. So I'm going to make him one for his home. Basically is a gift for the new house. I'm just really addicted to her stuff. I love her shawls for the same reason. They just all different types of stitches, learning all different types of techniques that I didn't do before. But I have the pattern here with me, Botanique. I don't know if you saw it. I brought the yarn, and I love her stuff. They're just, the directions are easy. There's links to videos if you can't figure it out. It's just, I love her.
Yes. And I love the Facebook group too. It's like
that was new. That was new when she did the first Sharon for Security project.
Yeah.
That was new. She had never done that before, and it's just, I mean, you're on there. It's just exploded.
Yes. I love how like there's no drama, and if someone tries to make drama, Sharon just posts and is like, "Well, I did that."
Cuts it out.
She's just like, "Yeah, that was my post, and I'm a cat. So what are you gonna do?" And you're kind of like, "Well."
How
she just shuts it down.
Just shuts it down right away. She does not allow people to troll on her page. She just does not allow any of that, which I love.
And to be honest, it's not easy to do. You have to have a really thick skin.
No.
Honestly, because I'm monitoring a lot of our different social media pages. It's not easy to keep disgruntled or just trolly, ugly people from speaking their mind. You have to be really diligent. So props to her, because they're out there.
So. Yeah, I fell in love with her stuff, and I have so many patterns in my Ravelry library that I've bought of hers, and I just take one and let's do the next one. I just love her stuff.
Yeah, and did you use the Emma's yarn too? Oh, you're on mute, Carrie Ann.
So I bought the Emma's yarn to make the botanique, and now I've changed
Okay.
my mind and I'm going to use something else. But I'm going to take the kit for botanique and I'm going to use it to make one of her other shawls.
Okay. Yeah, because that
Yeah.
came with like 4 full skeins of
Yep.
fingering weight.
Yep. And she always, the best thing about our projects is there's always plenty of extras so you can make something else. Like I did the powder wrap and I have a full skein and a half left. And so I'm going to make a hat. I'm going to take her pattern and just match it and make a matching hat
Yeah.
to go with the shawl.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the powder wrap too. I did that one from some
That was
stash
so
yarn.
fast. So fast. I mean, I was done in like a week. And I was like, wow, this was pretty fast. I'm like, wow, that was a quick knit. And it wasn't too difficult of a pattern because I don't normally cable. So I wasn't so sure about that cable at the end, but it wasn't that bad. It was fairly easy.
Kristen's cat has no boundaries, apparently.
No, both of them have visited at least once this evening at this point, because I haven't been on Zoom all that much lately, so they want to make sure they have their appearance.
They did. They're good. And Amy's kitty belly was like smooshable. Oh my goodness.
The heart shape.
She is such a chonk at the moment. But her little heart on her belly just it kills me, and I like to share it whenever I can. But she does also love to come on when I'm on a conference call for work. It's like, whatever. It's nice, we're all so stressed out and everything and working too many hours. So whenever she shows up, my coworkers don't seem to mind. So
yeah,
I just had to keep throwing my fiber elsewhere. I think she's gone for the moment.
While we were talking earlier, Louis kept trying to get up on my lap, and he does it with his murder mitts extended. So I'm sure I have a few little speckle, claw marks on my leg now that I didn't have before. But I just kept pushing him down. So now he's sulking over on the couch because Mama doesn't love him.
We had to clip nails this week. We hadn't done it in a while, and since they don't have access to the basement, they don't have cement anymore. So they used to go in the basement and they would like scratch their nails down, at least some, by just walking around down there. And now it's either carpet, hardwood floors, or tile. So there is nothing that is helping us with the manicuring of the kitties.
Don't you have a couch though? I mean, that's what mine use.
Actually, they had never had wall-to-wall carpet before, and they really like that, especially in the same spot every single time. So I'm like, okay, we have a scratcher. I put it in that spot. There's this much next to the door. That's where I'm going to scratch. And the scratch is right here. It's a really nice one. But yeah, they love the new house, and they literally will run, starting in the kitchen, up the back stairs, through my room, all the way down and around in circles, chasing each other. They have a lot more space we all have a lot more space than we used to in the old house. And they love it. They love it. So do we.
But it's the important, it's the cat's opinion that matters.
I pinch myself every day. I go out back and I'm just like, wow, what a view. I can't believe we live here. And difference between Lynn, Mass for 22 years, looking out my kitchen window and seeing 9 houses, just out one window, to here when it's like worth every minute of it.
Yeah, you can see deer and animals.
Well, it does take we went yesterday to go pick up Chinese food. We buy a lot when we do, so we make sure that we have leftovers and have a few days worth, because it takes 35 to 40 minutes each way to get there. But we're driving up. We were going to Route 16 in New Hampshire, and we weren't quite there yet. And this deer decided to started to walk out onto the highway and turned around. And then we looked and there were like 6 of them down there. So that was like, okay, we're just gonna keep going. Today it was a turkey. Yesterday was 6 deer on the side of the road.
Wow.
Yeah. just wondering who's out in our yard at night. So we got a solo stove delivered today. So hopefully we'll be doing some campfires out there. Oh, here's another kitty. Hello. Can't even see the person.
I think we're about to see the southbound side of a northbound train.
Yep.
It's getting close. Look out, here it comes. But this is good because it got me to take out my other wheel. And I always forget how tiny it is because it's just a little, it's a little Victoria.
Oh yeah.
But I forgot that it fits under my desk. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep it under my desk so that we have this annoying system at work and I press a button and then I wait. So maybe I'm gonna press a button, spin a little, press the next button. Yeah. So how many people have gotten at least one COVID shot so far?
I just had my first one 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Awesome.
First one's Friday.
Excellent.
I'm fully vaccinated.
2 weeks ago.
That's awesome. I'm so happy.
So glad.
I thought that I really thought because all these people talk about how they're, I broke out and I just cried and cried. And I'm thinking, oh, I cry at commercials. So I'm going to cry. I didn't, I was just so happy. I got a weird side effect from it because I think I must have had something still from my root canal left in here. And I had a headache and it was all swollen and my teeth killed me for like days afterwards. But I'm just thinking about it. It's working. So it's feeling better. Hi, baby. But yeah, I'm excited. And I am finally going to I haven't cut my hair in 7 months. I'm hoping to get it done this week. I actually went when I was at that gallery today. I went into the restroom and I caught a view of myself in the mirror, and I said, "This hair has got to go. It's not great." Because I usually have it so short, and 7 months of growth it's not good. So I'm going to try to go to a place up here. A little nervous, but
you could just invest in a Flowbee. Then you wouldn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, but
as seen on TV.
It's like, it's insane. It is so long. I'm a short hair girl and we have a pool and I'm not going to want to deal with long hair in a pool because I'm going to want to go hop in at lunchtime. Like, sorry, I'm going to go make my lunch now. Run downstairs, hop in the pool for a little bit. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to sight unseen, new hairdresser. Like, okay, we'll see.
So where do you live?
Parsonsfield, Maine.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to
Don't
go
know any hairdressers. Nope.
No, I had a great person in Peabody, and I just don't want to drive 2 hours for my haircut because she would always be at least a half an hour to an hour late. And then it would take an hour and a half to cut my hair. So yeah, I'd rather drive 15 minutes and take my chances this time. And if it takes—
It's only hair.
It's only hair.
It'll grow back.
Exactly.
And you can go to somebody different next time.
Mine did.
Or I could find my new person. I could get lucky the first time, right?
My hair is the longest it's been in a while. I actually have a ponytail now.
Wow.
And I usually don't, but I have a friend getting married in August, so I can't cut it until after the wedding. So
that's okay.
Yeah.
I was this close to like growing it out. Except what's he been saying? Hey, Sean Cassidy. How's Christy McNichol doing? All this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, all right, fine. It's the 70s. It's kind of like this. But that's what mine did in the 70s too, naturally. So it's kind of like that, and just like looking in that mirror today, and I went, whoa, this is bad. It's gotta go.
Yeah, the hairdressers were about to get very, very, very busy.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a while because they're gonna have to do a lot of remediation.
Mhm.
So ironically enough, my dad is currently building a house in Freiburg, Maine. So if anyone is looking for a house to buy in Freiburg, I can definitely hit you up with that. He bought the plot of land, and he used to be a contractor when I was growing up, and he wanted to see if he could still do it. So he's having a lot of fun as keeping him out of trouble.
That's awesome. I'm sure that he will have no problem.
Oh yeah, I mean
Everything it is. Hey, honey, I missed you. I love you.
Oh my God.
Just couldn't figure out what was going on until I realized someone else just joined us.
Haven't seen that face in like a year and a half.
I know. Well, I haven't seen her in. When was the last time I saw you? It's been a long time, honey.
Since before you moved.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at all that hair.
Oh, this is short. This is short. I just had I had like 6 inches cut off. I just got out of work. So
I was gonna say I recognize the shirt.
yeah, I'm still in my work shirt. Ugh.
It's a fashion statement.
So, but I did bring my own snacks.
You don't eat unicorns, do you? What is that?
Wait a minute.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
Gummies. Listen. Supper of champions. I already had chocolate cake. I'm like, oh my God, wait a minute. What time is it? I'm like, I can get on.
Yay.
Finally, I made one of Zoom calls. So catch me up. What's everybody doing?
I'm about to sign off because I'm done for the night. But it's great seeing everyone, and hopefully next year in person.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
I mean, girls, I am seriously thinking of coming up the Sunday before and staying at least until the Monday after.
I'm staying. I'm staying for the whole week because usually I come up
Whole
Tuesday
week.
or Wednesday, and I think this time I'm coming up Sunday or Monday,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna stay till the following.
Just do it right.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Yeah, I think the minute I get out of my car in the driveway, it's going to start. And the minute I see Kristen at the desk, the manager that I work with to get the health and arrangements done, and she and I are good friends now after so many years, I'm just going to lose my shit. I'm just going to lose it all over the place. I know it.
Well, I've already been back and forth with Danica too. So.
And Danica too. Oh my God, were they so cute with their recipes for the cocktails?
I know, that was wicked cute.
She killed me.
Here's a purple one for you, Lauren. Nom nom. Sorry.
Speaking of noms, Carrie,
she's all mine.
Carrie, do you have your snacks all lined up for tomorrow, so you don't have to get up? Or are you going to order stuff? Or
So in the morning, I am going to take a little bit of a walk to the Krispy Kreme.
Oh,
yeah. I'm kind of hating you right now.
Wait a minute, where are you?
We don't have any more of those anymore.
So I went into a hotel room for tonight, and I check out on Monday, but because I'm doing tomorrow, Lauren's doing it too, where it's called the Knit for Food.
Oh, right.
It's the knit-a-thon tomorrow. So I basically I said, you know what, I'm going away. That way I'm not at the house. And I showed everybody earlier, but for those who came on later. So I have my setup.
Oh my goodness.
wow.
Oh, so that's snacks too. Okay, I thought it was all
Got
product.
snacks. I've got snacks
Holy
at
cow.
that end, and
That's
all my
awesome.
knitting on here.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm all set up and ready to go. And then I was surprised when I got to the hotel, and it's a whole couch, and not just a chair. So I was like, "Whoa, this is gonna be great."
Nice.
That's it.
How busy is the hotel there?
It's insane. So I'm very glad to be in the hotel room right now, because for the 30 minutes or an hour that I was downstairs, people everywhere. Ugh.
How open is it up out there?
Oh,
Like in the New England area? Is it pretty much open?
Everything's open, but at capacity, there's lower capacity still. But like I'm in Massachusetts, I'm still working from home. I don't think I'm probably gonna be working from home until at least the fall.
Wow, California's opening on June 15th. No public health order.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. I said just because it's going to evaporate on June 15th.
You had like 8,000 new cases today.
It was crazy. I cannot believe. Well, we have a recall election too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that.
Man.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do, but it's, yeah. The schools aren't even open.
Some of our schools have opened. We've had some that have been,
Mhm.
you know, most of them have been hybrid here in the Lynn area in Massachusetts. The teachers that I
the
work
real
with, I work at a
fun-
learning store. They're all back now.
The real fun is the schools that closed on Thursday or Friday because their systems got hacked.
Yep.
What?
So they had to have
It's
a
not
snow day.
it's not just the school systems. The police departments got hacked. The licensing, the department of motor vehicles got
Oh yeah,
hacked.
yeah. Like I can't get my car
The
inspected right
DMV,
now because they
you
can't
know
print
what?
stickers.
I went, oh, thank God, because I'm just like, I got my car inspected right before it happened. So I forgot to put the little label on my license plate. But I was like, oh, wait a minute. They extended everything till April 30th because of the hack. I was like, oh, okay, I'll be good. And they can't pull me over.
Did they get hacked with ransomware?
Ransomware, yeah.
Oh, for the city of Lynn?
No, the whole state of Massachusetts.
The whole Massachusetts.
Oh,
So
that's-
where I'm
yeah.
from in Lawrence, the Lawrence PD got hacked.
I think the Haverhill schools.
Not every city got hacked. Certain cities got hacked. And
Right.
then the
Lynn
DMV
was
got
okay.
hacked.
They still went.
When did this start? Friday?
No, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
I'm
something
surprised
like
I haven't
that.
heard anything about it because we have a lot of clients in New England. Massachusetts
They've been
especially.
keeping it on the down low.
Okay.
I only know
Yeah.
about it because my brother's a police officer, and so like he
Yeah,
hasn't been
I didn't
able
know
to
about the
write his
police.
reports. Yeah, until I
Yeah.
started seeing the signs with the DMV, and then my brother started talking about the fact that the LPD can't access any of their records.
They had it on the
so-
news about the schools and the DMV, but they didn't
Yeah.
have anything about like the police stuff. Which,
police
but it's not
stuff-
Right. Well,
surprising.
they don't want people to know that.
They don't want people to know
Right,
that.
right.
So,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't want people to know about it. I only know about it because I live with a police officer.
It's
Right.
on the internet.
It's- yeah.
School districts, so Lawrence, Haverhill.
Yeah,
Yep.
Haverhill.
Yep.
Yep.
Merrimack Valley.
1 in 6 communities hit by ransomware.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they want, and then they want Bitcoin. They want the cryptocurrency.
They do.
They're not even asking for actual cash. They want the crypto. Yep.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
Yep.
yeah.
That's what
I'm
they
sure,
use-
I'm sure there are offices in my company though where everybody's all hands on deck. They just haven't really spread the new word to us. So far I haven't, because usually when
Yeah.
that happens, we all go into
Yeah. Come over here. I don't wanna-
recovery mode to help clients get back on their feet. So
Yeah. So,
We've been hacked right here, right now. It's just me.
hello.
hi, Lori's mom.
Yep. Hi. She heard me talking to people. I was like, who are you talking to?
Well, I was talking to my phone, so I
So,
had to come
yep.
up and find out what was going on.
She wants
I've
to make
been
sure it
hacked.
wasn't the voices in your head again.
Well, that happens a lot. We're getting ready for
That's all I'm
for
saying.
inventory, so it's cuckoo. So there's lots going on in my world. Oh my God. Hair's been up all day. Ugh. But yeah, no, it's been crazy down here, you know. People mostly for us, like, because I mean I'm retail. So, you know, people have been really good about coming in with masks. And if we, you know, we have a big sign on the door says no mask, no entry. And if they come in without it, we're just like, oh, do you need a mask? You know, we have extras right here. And most of the time they're like, oh my gosh, I came in without it, you know, and they're really good, or they're like, oh, I'm so glad, thank you. But, you know, luckily we haven't had any anti-maskers that have given us any grief. We've had a lot of cranky people. The last 2 weeks, I don't know what happened in the world, but even our staff has been just like off the chart crazy. Of course, a lot of my staff are teachers, so they're stressed about going back to work. We have teachers that are actually, not only are they teaching in the classroom with so many kids, but they have kids on Zoom at the same time. And they are expected to monitor the kids that are on the screens with the parents and the families running around, various forms of clothing and language choices and what have you, plus the kids in class with basically no aids. Because they can't, the spacing with the every 6 feet apart and whatnot has just been insane. So
tough. It's so tough.
We're finally in our store. We've kind of got a groove going now. It's like, all right, you're there, I'm here. You go do this side, I'll do this. We're doing the divide and conquer even more so than we did before.
Zone defense.
Yep. We assign everybody a register, so that's their thing now. Please you stay on that one, I'll stay on this one unless needed.
Look at you, Lauren, pulling out the football terms.
Hey.
I'll bring up the Zamboni next, because that's my
There
favorite
you
part of the
go.
game.
I want to ride one of those.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be way fun.
So here in NC, it's basically apathy. They just don't care. No one masks and no one fights about it because they just don't care. So I don't go out.
My son-in-law is down there right now in North Carolina, dropping off his daughter to the mother. So all we know is that they made it to North Carolina. They left at 4:00 this morning.
Wow, it's a long day.
He drives straight down with her. She's 12 now. And then he goes so many hours after he drops her off, like somewhere Virginia-ish, stays overnight, and then drives the rest of the way home.
Yeah, it's a long haul. I can't do it anymore in one fell swoop. I split it up when I come up.
Oh yeah.
I stay in New Jersey and then do the rest of the way. Well, South Jersey. It might as well be Philadelphia. It's not really Jersey. It's Philly. Jersey.
That is still Jersey.
It's Philly, Jersey.
It's my part.
It's Delaware,
Okay.
Jersey.
Yes, it is.
Man. Amy, are you plying down there?
Trying. I haven't done this in a very long time.
Well, since I came in just on such a quick whim, I am holding my iPad. So there's no knitting for me yet.
How's the grandbaby?
Oh my God, she's ridiculous.
How old is she now? She's got to be like 17.
4.
Well, close enough.
4 and full of it. We've gone past the, I don't think so, nanny, to, well, what did we do the other day? I had her the other day and, there's a bench in Salem Common, that there's a gentleman who used to sit at this bench with his wife who's passed. So he decorates it for every season. So it still had St. Patrick's finery on it. And we were down there playing and walking around, and she goes over, I said, let's go check out the bench and see what's on it today. She goes over, she looks on, she goes, oh, this is fantastic. I'm like, fantastic? Neat, mommy, neat, or anything like that. No, this is fantastic. I was like, oh my God, you are ridiculous. And
Is her mother's daughter.
Well, yeah, she is. She is the drama queen like her mother.
And her grandmother.
No.
That was me.
Absolutely. But no, she just makes me laugh. I'm hoping to have breakfast with them tomorrow. Hopefully, now that I've had shot number 1, she feels a little better. And her father-in-law's had both shots and my mother's had both. So I think she's feeling a little better. When I took her out the other day, she had a funeral to go to. So I had Liddy for a couple hours while she was across the way at the funeral home. And she's like, wow, this is the first time you and I haven't fought. And I was like, wow, this is great. We are too much alike. And which Amy knows well too much. She's listened to me crab about it.
And I've listened to the other one too.
Well, yes, I know
No?
you get both sides. Because Auntie Amy is wonderful. And lives far enough away now that it's all set. It's all good. But no, she said this is the first time that she had been out of the house without her man in basically a year. That was the longest she had been out, was a couple hours with me. And it was outside in the air, because if it's inside, forget it, she won't go. She has such anxiety about it.
Mm.
You know, where my mother's like, I got my shot now. And she's like, I'm hanging out with my ladies. I'm fine. I'm like, yeah, you're the youngest at 78, Mom. You might want to be a little more careful. But now they're all fixed, so it's good.
Well, my mom finally got an appointment for the 13th and the 15th.
Oh, awesome.
Today. So
Oh.
I was offering to help, but
All right.
she was able to do it. She's going to Lynn Community Health.
I
Oh,
think-
okay.
So when you mentioned earlier that you thought that people were getting grumpy all of a sudden in this past week or two, I
Yep.
think it's related to the fact that we are now starting to get vaccinated and we're just so sick
Anxious.
to death of
out.
isolation, and
Yeah.
we can see it, it's right there, we can taste it. It's just one more shot and then 2 more weeks.
Yep.
And we're losing our
Yes.
patience finally
Yep.
and for good. Because I feel grumpy, I think, more lately than I have in a while. And I think it's because I'm just so sick
I'm done.
of everything, done,
Yeah.
totally done. I think that might be part of what you're seeing, that people have
Yeah,
just
I
hit their
mean,
limit.
and I think, see, and for me, I've been out working full time in the public almost the whole time. We were shut down for 8 weeks. Our store had to shut down for 8 weeks. And then we had somebody on our team that tested positive. So certain members of us, including me, had to voluntarily quarantine for the days. Oh, what a shame. They paid us for it. Oh, it was wonderful.
That sucks.
So
You
yeah,
poor
it was
thing.
terrible. It was terrible. But other than that, I've been in the store 40 hours a week. So it's been long.
Yeah.
Long. So when somebody's like, oh my God, I can't wait to get out of my house, I'm like, I can't wait to get in it.
And I'm a
You
total
know?
introvert. I mean, this is kind of my jam. I've been working from home since 2012. So, but even I am feeling like itchy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not
I
that
mean,
I
I
will
actually
go
had
out, but
somebody-
I want to be able to have the option to do it if I want to.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I
need to
haven't seen
got
my
bubble.
family.
Well, right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's my thing. I got to pay the mortgage.
But I haven't seen my family since Christmas of 2019.
Oh,
Wow.
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 God, when
I
that
mean-
family gets together too, New Jersey's never
Ugh.
going to be the same again.
We are May 1st. Watch out
Oh my goodness.
for my nephew's
Wow.
5th birthday party. So watch out.
Wow.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, they all live in Jersey, Pennsylvania, and I'm in Massachusetts. So it's not like I can just, go down the street and see them. But
Right.
normally I would see them a couple of times a year. But like not going home for Thanksgiving and Christmas
Yep.
was tough this year.
Yeah. We had drive-by on my front porch. Like we set it all up on the porch and we had tinfoil pans and they all just came by and took their plate and put what they wanted on it. And we said, hi, how are you? Here's a soda. And off they went again. Easter, I said, forget it. We're not doing that. It's too much work for me. And if you want drive-through, then order it yourself. And half of them showed up anyway. So go figure. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we're okay now. So yes, Amy, Delia and Tony and the girls showed up at my house and stayed for a couple hours.
Wow.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that. We planned for Mom and I to have food, and Christopher with all his vegan stuff that he brings himself anyway. Except for vegan butter. I do have vegan butter in my fridge now for him.
What the hell is vegan butter?
It's oil. It's thick
Disgusting.
and oil. If it sits out on the
Basically.
counter too long, it turns to oil. It's nasty,
Oh.
but that's his choice, not mine. And I did make him a vegan chocolate cake. I
Well, that was
learned that
awfully nice of you.
I was curious too. I learned that you can take a can of coconut milk, a 13.5 ounce can of coconut milk, and mix it with a regular box cake mix. It's wicked thick, almost like fudgy. Like it would have been really good to chase it with some ice cream, but since he's vegan, he can't eat the ice cream. So we're like, oh, we have this. And like, did you put butter in it? Oh yeah, mashed potatoes. Did you put milk in it? Oh, all right. Well, no, butter on it. I was like, damn it.
Just lie.
So no, he would know.
Oh, because unless it's
He
an
would know.
allergy situation, I think sometimes they manufacture the drama more than they need to. And maybe
No,
I'm
he's
just
actually
being
really good.
stupid about it, but
Yeah, I mean, he brings his own. He brought a little stir fry thing and some brown rice, and he realized that the little snowflake dinner rolls that we got are vegan. There's no butter or milk or anything in them. So he was all excited. He took a half a bag home because he was like, "Yeah, I can eat these." With his vegan butter that I sent home with him.
So I have a question for the general crowd.
Sure.
Do you keep your butter in the fridge or on the counter?
Counter.
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 If I was in my own
Depends.
home, it would be the counter, but since I'm not, it's in the fridge.
It never lasts long enough to go bad.
I would say I only use it for baking. So if I were
Oh.
eating it on bread, it would be on the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so I've had it. I haven't done it for a long time, and then when I had to go stay with my mom last year, she always keeps it on the counter, and I'm like, why am I not doing this? And I had bought one of those at Crate and Barrel, you know, the glass butter dish with the cow on it.
You got a butter dome.
Well, the dome would be great, but I
Oh,
actually
those are
just had
good.
this butter dish. It's a big rectangle glass
Yep.
thing with a cow on top of it. I'm like, why am I not using this? So
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
8 ounces of Perigold in there at all
Yep.
times. Oh my God.
Well, and we have
So
to
much
make sure
better.
we cover it because the cats, now
Yeah,
that
you
mom's
gotta
here,
cover it. Yeah.
they gotta
Yeah,
cover it
yeah,
because
that's-
otherwise.
That's
they'll
a
be-
cover.
Cats will
I
be
have-
over there.
Well, I have lick
Look at
marks in the morning. I'm like, oh, damn. I'm like, Mom, they got in the butter again. It's like, how did they get up there? I'm like, they are smart.
How did they get up there?
They know.
How did they get up there? Missy.
No, they're
Laura,
everywhere.
you missed Miss Frida's belly. Her belly was on earlier
Fluffy scruffs.
with that little heart. Stanley has not made an appearance.
Well, I'm glad about that because he still has not made an appearance with me. Little bratty
Yeah,
cat.
so Lori used to come over and check on our cats whenever we'd go up to our other place in Maine, and she'd go in, feed them and stuff, and Frida would always meet her at the door.
Oh my
Stanley
God.
never showed up. So
I got
you know,
nervous.
yeah, but it's just him. And here he goes and he just like goes under the covers in the guest room, and that's where he stays most of the day. But he does come, and every once in a while he will show up on a call at work, and I'm like, oh my God, you guys, look who's actually here. But he has started to hop up on the counters in the kitchen. I'm not very happy about that. And he did it this morning, and I'm just like, dude, no.
Yeah, that's not happening anymore.
Because now I know I have to go clean all the counters, you know.
Yep.
More so, make sure I do it. I don't know. So thank you for the butter.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I know that's fine.
Well, I mean, how else are you gonna make your grilled cheese? You know, if the butter's too hard, it
I make
makes the
grilled
bread.
cheese. I make grilled cheese with mayonnaise on the bread.
I've done that too. It's actually not bad.
I have
So
too.
good.
Good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But again, you can do it with the iron in the hotel room if you wanted to.
Yeah, they can't do it that way. But
That's the college way to do it. Put it in a piece of tin foil. Use the iron, press it down, makes a pressed grilled cheese. A little flat, but still tastes good when that's what you need.
And if you
All right,
have
what
any
about-
of the Penzies sandwich sprinkle, you have to put some of that on too.
Ooh.
Oh my stars.
yeah.
It makes it
Got that
amazing.
yet? Hold on, writing this down.
All that Penzi.
All right, I'm gonna get some of
Penzi
that.
sandwich sprinkle.
Yeah, I have I keep it next to me on my kitchen table / office desk.
Yep, you never know when you need a little sprinkle.
I'm gonna have to add that to my next order.
I also have the
I should-
Sichuan roasted pepper and salt,
I was
and
gonna
I
say
have
Ooh.
I have the vanilla sugar. And the reason I'm telling you this is because you want to be really careful what you pick up to put in your coffee in the morning. I put the roasted salt and pepper Sichuan blend in my coffee earlier in the week, and it's not good.
Zippy.
Not instead of the vanilla sugar. It was an awakening.
You need to paint the covers.
Have you tried the mural of flavor?
Yep, it's yummy
I
too.
put that on almost
Justice
everything.
is really good. Krakow Nights is really good. I've yet to
There's
find a
another one.
clunker. There's,
Sorry, guys, you gotta
road.
come with me to outside. I gotta take the dogs out.
How's Charlie doing?
Who let the
He's better.
dogs out? Ooh.
He's better. Wicked infection. It doesn't look like he's got Cushing's, but we don't know yet. I didn't get a chance to actually talk to the vet today. We had a scare with the middle dog, the beginning of the week. So
Is Cushing's in dogs treatable?
it's manageable. It's liver stuff. It's you know, it's he just had a wicked blockage and he couldn't pee, the poor thing. And like he was like, I didn't think he was gonna make it through the night. Come on, Charlie. I gotta pick him up. Wait a minute. Oh, geez, Charlie. See, there he is.
Oh,
Hi, Charlie.
What a face.
So he's looking a little.
Poochie.
Oh, my light went out on the back. Let me see.
Hey, Bubba.
I'm gonna be able to see where the hell I'm going. Oh, let me see. There goes the light. All right, there you go. Go pee. So luckily I had to leave him at the vet. Oh my God. You know, I don't know how people who have family that have had to drop them off at the hospital for various things. I don't know how they do that. It was the worst thing to drop him off and drive away from the vet and not know whether I was coming back to get him home. I have a motion sensor. Don't mind me. I have to dance back and forth and it goes. Are we all done? Really? We're all done?
My niece was born. My niece was born February of 2020, right before things start to go down. And it's funny because their neighbors had a baby like literally a month later, and the husband couldn't go in, and they had to.
Oh wow!
They had to stay outside. A coworker of mine had a baby in May, and they got her out of there, like, especially because it wasn't her first, it was her second. Like nobody could come in, and it was like, okay, if you're feeling good, like you're going home in a few hours.
Oh wow!
On the other side of that equation,
not a few hours after birth, but like a few hours early. Like they didn't keep her like the whole, she was in and out.
I was going to say on the other side of that equation, though, I mean, my sister passed away in August, and we couldn't, even if I wanted to, couldn't go to Massachusetts to see her. She was, there was no way, and so we had to do all the arrangements and everything remotely. So I mean, that sucks hard.
God, I can't even. This is Ivy.
I'm with you there. My mom died in South Carolina and I couldn't do anything for Mass. I couldn't travel, but we did try. We did take a incredible, my husband's a real sport about things. My mother was to be buried with my father, who was already out where they were from originally. So we actually, I can't believe we did this, but there was one period when the highways were open and you could leave. You just had to do your 14 days quarantine, and we actually drove all the way to Quincy, Illinois, which is on the Mississippi River, to Missouri.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Hardest thing I've ever done in my whole life. We brought all our own food. You can live on Kind bars and granola bars and yogurt if you have to, and bottled water and your own soda.
How many
I went in and cleaned every motel room, so like it was a hospital.
I bet.
Because we had to spend a couple nights, but we made it, and we actually did get my mother buried with my father for their 67th anniversary.
Well, my sister is in an urn next to my mother at my other sister's place up in Ayer, Massachusetts, now waiting for when we can get them both interred up in Seabrook at the cemetery there. And I love to think of it that way, because the two of them were like water and oil. They fought like cats constantly. So to have them next to each other in perpetuity is kind of delicious. I enjoy the image.
Kind of joyous in that.
It is. It very definitely is.
Now mine, they had to be together because they were childhood, they were high school sweethearts.
Right.
So this was where they met. So it was rewarding. And I did get to see the only relatives I have now, which are cousins. And I did get to see my 5 cousins, which that was really helpful because it
Oh,
was an
nice.
awfully hard year to lose somebody. So it's certainly
Yeah.
a bummer. But I don't think I would have ever gotten over, been able to kind of grieve properly had I not seen them. So I have so much sympathy for everyone who's had to skip
Yeah.
any
Oof.
kind of recognition, family, friends, anything that they lost. It was so weird to lose somebody and not have any of the process happening. What a strange year.
Yeah,
The crematory
my-
was amazing. This place in Framingham, I would hardly recommend it. And they were just somebody I picked off the internet. I didn't know who the hell to go to, so I just did a Google and found one that was, affiliated with the hospital. If I remember the description, something triggered it, and they were wonderful. And there were some special situations that had to be dealt with my nephew too, that they handled with incredible professionalism. And it can't be easy for them either, because they must be like constantly overworked and overstressed, but it was they
crazy.
made it so much easier, so I was grateful for that.
Amy.
Lori. Raffy.
Kitties.
Oh.
That's my special. That's our special needs kitty that was born in a crack house.
Oh my goodness.
And he's basically, if there's such a thing as like a Down syndrome kitty, that's him.
Oh.
He's got a very small head for his very fat body. And yeah, he's behind me. Oh no, he's given up. He's like, forget it. I came sneaking in. See, where many people lost people, I gained people.
Yes, you did.
In all of her glory. In her pink room.
Yeah.
Had to share, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Donna.
Hi.
I had to. And then, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get. Come here, Putty. Come here. Oh. This is Puddin.
Oh, I love her face so much.
Oh, I love black
Yes,
kitties.
That's the one you got when she was a tiny little peanut,
Yep,
right?
that she fit into a pudding cup.
Oh my goodness.
What?
She is
Yes, Mother.
gorgeous.
Oh, what are you doing, Mom? Yes, we got dish towels. See, look, we got new dish towels today.
Because you need them.
Thanks, Mom.
The old ones died.
The old ones died.
I have a couple that need to go to the dish towel.
They go into the trash barrel in the sky.
Yeah.
No, you just send
Yeah,
them
no,
to
I
a
finally
farm where
got
they
rid
can
of the
play with
Christmas
all the
ones.
other old towels.
Yeah, no, they went in.
Put
They
it like
went
a dish
into,
towel retirement home.
Yeah, where they can play with the
backpack.
other ones in the sun and in the meadows with the butterflies and stuff.
Yes, it's called the trash. But at
I
least
like-
they don't
I
have
like my
roosters on
story
them,
better.
so that's a plus.
I've actually been
My mom had a
crocheting
rooster
some
collection for a
towels and
very long
stuff.
time. Oh my God.
I found a stash of peaches and cream, so I've been knitting some, or actually crocheting towels and washcloths and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I find they actually work better than the ones I can buy. So
Oh,
that's a
I
plus.
love them.
They do.
I
I
need
saw
to
a cute pattern to take that cotton yarn and make like the little like separators to go when you stack all your pots and your pans to keep them from scratching each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Ah,
good idea. Wow.
that's
Yeah.
a real good idea. I never thought of doing that.
Yeah, my
There's a
friend
pattern
Susan,
around.
who was a planner with for spa several years ago, she moved to Florida, and she gave me a set of pot holders that she had quilted herself, and I use those to separate all my pots and pans over on the shelf over
Oh,
there.
nice.
I found some of the batting that you use for oven mitts and stuff.
Mhm.
And I haven't made any yet. And I'm like, I need to make some more. I want to make some more coasters. And then
Oh my goodness.
because
Well-
over there on the other side of my room,
That's the
on the
small
other
one.
side of this kind of wall is my sewing machine, which I will be using tomorrow.
Nice.
I
Well,
need to do
this
some
is,
sewing.
that's my mom's collection.
Ooh.
It's not as full as it usually is because I just gifted a bunch to my team at work because we cleaned up on a challenge.
Nice.
So they all got, they laugh at me. They all get their tacky They're tacky like dad joke things. That's what I do. Someone else got a package of Tootsie Rolls because they were on a roll.
Oh,
I know it's bad. I can't help it, but they expect
I
it
like a
now.
good dad
It's
joke,
so
but that
bad,
one's
it's
so
good.
old and
I
so
know.
overused.
No, it's not. No, it's like a
No.
unique, creative way to make somebody feel appreciated.
Well, right.
Give
and
them
it
a
only
payday;
cost me
they'll
$1.
feel better.
Well, yeah.
I prefer a payday any day.
Oh, I've done those too.
I just know the way to
good.
my team's heart is through alcohol.
Yeah, or a fifth of scotch. would be
Well,
nice.
yeah, we
Yes.
have to wait to do that outside of the store because
Always the right.
Oh,
right-
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
right
yeah,
color.
yeah.
teaching store.
And
Yeah.
cameras.
Yes, and cameras. Cameras everywhere. So yeah. No, we just go across the parking lot to Border Cafe and have appetizers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Although,
Amy, do you have a countdown to spa going? And I'll
I do not.
appetizers is what maybe ask the question. I'll explain why in a minute.
I do not, but I can start when this very moment in time.
Yeah, because she usually
Woohoo.
starts harassing me by about this time each year, counting down, and every couple weeks I have to hear the countdown. But appetizers, I immediately thought of Gritties, and then I thought of, well, how many days is it till then? So do a countdown to Gritties, the Wednesday.
okay, there we
Because
go.
that's what really matters.
Well, I will make at least sure that I get from Wednesday through Sunday off. They already know that. That's
Oh,
not
we
an
just
option.
lost. We just
Oh,
lost
wait a minute.
Laurie.
No.
Here she
I gotta
is.
plug in.
He's here.
I gotta plug in. I'm right here.
Plug in.
I'm done.
Yeah, I totally think I need to come up like Monday or Tuesday and
Oh,
then
yeah.
leave on Friday
Yeah.
to meet my friends at the Roundabout Diner and come back up again.
All right, what's the date?
Well, the official is 25th through the 27th. So I'm thinking that the 23rd, if I do my math right, would be the Wednesday. Does that sound right?
Sounds good to me.
It sounds very good to me.
And it's back on the holiday week.
Is it?
Yes.
What holiday?
Oh,
President's Day.
yay!
President's Day week.
Yeah. So I get a
Why
free
can't I
day.
find.
I get a free day.
Thank
Woohoo!
you.
That makes it even better.
So February 23rd. Okay, hold on.
So we'll fly in on Saturday or Sunday and be there.
Sweet.
319 days, Lauren.
Oh, wow.
I do hope I see you. Maybe we see you before.
I kind of want to get up for Fiber Revival if they do it this year.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
haven't.
in
That's what I've
August.
been trying to find
I don't
out.
know.
That'd be fun.
You know, and I'd like to. I don't know if I don't think the Fiber Frolic is happening. I don't know about that yet.
Yeah, I've never been to that, but I do.
There's still
Revival is one of my
there's-
favorite ones, so I'd love to
That
do
is
that
like,
again.
yeah, I would come down for that.
Is that the one in August?
Yeah.
Yes.
At
Yeah.
the farm.
Yeah, that's probably the weekend of the
Spencer?
wedding.
With the
Oh,
old timey
no.
baseball.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that. I guarantee you, because it's usually like the first weekend of August.
Yeah, come say hi to Auntie
That's the
Lori.
weekend of the wedding. Yeah, I won't be able to go to that this year.
It's a
There's a-
trouble with the
That
belly.
belly.
Oh my
Hold on.
God, that fat girl.
She's so fat. Say
And she's
hi.
putting up with quite a bit of
Oh.
crap from you too.
Oh,
Louis
I
would
gotta
not
hear the
let me do
dogs. The
that.
neighbors are having a thing out in their backyard. We have a bonfire in the backyard.
Okay, get done.
She has no further use for you, kitty.
Just go
That
away.
was it. That took
Nope.
care of it.
That's it.
So funny.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Ivy.
Yeah, Louis
you.
just looking at me over on the living room floor. He's just looking at me all pissed off because I've been ignoring him, and it's time for bed.
Well, I took my headphones out, so now I'm on like just speakerphone, and my cat, she really doesn't like it if I do FaceTime, Zoom, like work meetings on the computer. As soon as me and the computer are talking to each other, she goes and is like, nope, I want no
Because you're
part
not
of that.
talking to her.
I
They
think
know
so.
they're being ignored.
There
Doesn't
was
mean
the
that
one
she wants to talk
time-
to you.
There was the one time I was on a call with a bunch of fancy people at work upstairs, and she brought me a live bird in her mouth.
Wow.
That's a
Oh,
good
nice.
girl.
what is that in her mouth? And then she dropped it at my feet. I was like, guys, I gotta go. My cat just brought me a bird and it's alive. That thing's flapping everywhere.
I'll get you, my pretty.
He broke out of the house, caught a bird, brought it in, and up the stairs.
Well,
That's a good
very,
girl.
very smart kitty.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then I didn't show her that I got it out. So she kept looking for it the last place she saw it and just pawing through everything. Like, I saw it go into that corner and I never saw it come out. I'm like, yes, because I kicked you out of the room so I could catch the bird. And I just ran out the house with the bird and let it go. Didn't show her, like, see, I caught the bird. Now I'm putting it outside. I didn't do that. I should have. And she looked for it for days.
Well, that'll teach you to not do that again.
It did. It absolutely did.
Okay, I'm off to go get my steps in.
Woohoo.
It's nice to see everybody. Hopefully we'll get to see you before February.
So I gotta look and see how many I did.
Well, we've got, like I said, we have 319 days.
Lots of time to Zoom. Bye.
Yes,
Bye, Val.
bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Lori,
Yeah.
are you working tomorrow?
No.
We can FaceTime tomorrow and I can show you the house. I can't believe that we've been in this house. Hold on, let me look at my countdown again. We closed on our house 5 months and 11 days ago.
And you still
5
haven't shown it to her.
We haven't.
No, I got to see the previews before because she was very sneaky and didn't tell anybody about it till all of a sudden we get a notice saying we did a thing. And every other time
we're moving
she was
2
looking
hours
at a
away.
house. No, every other house that she looked at, she's like, Laurie, what do you think? Looking at this, she'd send me the address, I'd check out the listing, and all of a sudden I get this, I bought this sprawling home. And the first thing I said is, which room's mine? She told me the shed in the backyard.
I could have
Not
put you in
even the
pool
pool
house.
house.
The shed, the garden
That's
shed.
harsh.
Way down.
The garden shed.
That is
With the
just
rest
harsh.
of the pool. Come on, seriously.
Cold.
Right?
I mean, how good a friend does she have to be to get a guest bedroom?
Apparently, that's how you know I am a good friend if I'm getting the shed.
You know, you could come down and visit me, Lori, and there's a guest bedroom and you could actually sleep in it.
You know what?
There it is.
Yeah,
There's
that's
Lori's
my
house.
second home.
You'd even have your own bathroom because I have a guest bathroom.
Wow.
Wow.
Ooh, a
I
plush.
know,
I
right?
like that.
It makes me giggle. I mean, not only do I have a house, but it has 2 bathrooms in it. And every house I've ever grown up in, you had to fight for the bathroom because it was
Yep.
too many people sharing.
And now
it.
there's one of you with the cat.
And now I
so-
can poop in one and then go to the other one because
Well-
I poop in that one. And
Yep.
it's like this is joy.
Yep. That's how you know you're home.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we have 2.5, but we've never been able to use the master bedroom shower because it has been dripping since we moved into the house and turned the water back on. But we do sleep in there, so we have to make sure that the bathroom door is closed. You can still kind of hear the drip, but it's like, I don't care. It's
Yep.
that's next on the list of things to get done. We have to go. The problem is, it's awesome being way out here, but trying to find somebody to come do work on the house is not always easy.
Yep.
Sorry, we don't go there. We don't go there. It's too far. So.
Listen, and I can't get Mandy's to deliver pizza 5 minutes away because I'm like 2 inches over the distance limit.
DoorDash just pulled out of our area because they weren't having enough business to make it worth it. So
Oh.
Wow.
Grubhub still comes out, but DoorDash gave up on us.
I have 0 delivery. So if I want a pizza, I have to drive that 8 minutes I said up to the post office. So there's the post office, there's the bakery, there's a hardware store, and then there's the Village Variety, which you can get your gas. You can get, it's a convenience store. In the back, there's a pizza and sub shop, which actually it's our favorite pizza around. But the most important,
It's because it's the only place around, Amy.
no. There's a few others, but this was the best one we've tried. Well, it's the only one in town. We actually have to go to another town to get.
Yep.
But the other most important thing that they have there, that it's a way station for game. And when the first time I ever went there to get gas, I pulled in. So this is November in Maine. And what happens in November in Maine? You always wear orange, even in your backyard.
Yep. Deer hunting.
I pulled up and there's a deer hanging, like blood dripping out. I'm like, oh, I'm home. I know, you're in Maine when you go.
Well,
to
that's
get
like
gas.
when you came up.
Oh my God, that was so
when
funny.
we went up and there was a deer hanging out the trunk of somebody's car.
But it was like a Tercel. It was a tiny, it was a small car, but they had the deer stuffed in the trunk.
Yeah, and
we
all you
just
could see is the head hanging out.
Behind it.
I'm like, holy crap, there's a deer hanging out of that trunk.
That was in Westbrook. That was really funny.
I used to live on a farm up above Bangor, on Mars Hill, outside of like Presque Isle-ish up there, and it was a potato farm anyway, so it was a working farm. My aunt and uncle owned it, and we always had something hanging in the barn, and it was usually frozen solid. And they'd go out and hack off something, and we'd have it for dinner. But my mother divorced my father, so she took me and my sister up there to live with them because she had to live somewhere, and so we weren't familiar with all of this. We were Chelmsford city folk,
I was gonna say I'm a city girl.
And see, we got used to it, and I even actually went out and hunting with her boyfriend / husband that she married in Canada and never divorced. Long story, but anyway, yeah, there was always something hanging, dripping, bloody, yucky in the barn that we had to walk through to get from where our part of the house to the kitchen. So I was 5, Lisa was 4. Needless to say, we had a few nightmares for a while. It was pretty gross.
No.
So, but
I like
wouldn't
to
bother me
buy. I
now.
like my meat in a package at the grocery store by the pound.
Oh,
I
what I
don't
would
want to know
do
what
right
it
now
was
for
beforehand.
a venison
Yeah.
roast right now. Oh, I would kill for a little Bambi roast right now. I love venison.
I haven't had venison since I was, oh my God, probably 8.
You got to cook it right, but when you do, it's amazing.
I haven't had it in a while. But there's actually over in Sebago, there's a little dairy farm, and I'm trying not to think of the fact that I probably saw the picture of the cow when they were taking him away. That part of him is in my freezer right now. I'm not thinking about that, but it's this cute little, it's this little family farm. They have Jersey cows and they have Longhorns, and they keep the milk separate. Here's the Jersey cow milk, and I went over, I got milk, and it's not pasteurized, it's straight out.
Right.
It's theirs. It's so good. I got milk. What else did I buy? Oh, the most beautiful eggs, and it's the beef. I bought a t-shirt, of course, because that's my thing, is I always buying a t-shirt. And they were really nice, and I can't wait to go back again.
Have you ever visited Deb LeClaire's farm? Or you might have known her as Deb Claffey back in the day.
No.
She's in that area. I forget the name of the town that she's in. I mean, I could look it up, but that's where I got my pig. She raised my pig for me way back when. And Link, right. And
no.
she has a little shop where she sells all her meats and eggs and yarn and stuff.
Is it in Denmark?
That might be it. I mean, I'd have to look it up.
I think it is.
Because there's a place I drive past sometimes when if I could go over to Bridgeton and I come the back way.
It's
there's
in that
I go
area.
through Denmark. That's where Linda.
Whiting.
Whiting.
Yeah. So no, it's not Denmark then. They're not in the same town, but it's.
Okay.
I'd have to look it up.
I think
but
Linda's from Denmark. I
I
don't.
don't even know if she's still doing. I know she still has livestock, but I don't know whether she's doing any. What kind of volume of sales she's doing, if anything. But she used to have this cute little shop that had homespun hanks of yarn and soaps and lotions and her meats and stuff. Had a freezer full of stuff and eggs. It was wonderful stuff.
I love fresh eggs.
Fresh eggs are the best. Well, the nice thing was, because just out of habit, I always keep my egg cartons as long as nothing's broken in them. And I was just like, before I went over there, probably about a month and a half ago, I was like, just wondering, do you take egg, can I bring my egg cartons to you? And she was like, oh, sure. I'm like, okay. So I showed up last weekend. Hi, I'm finally here. Can I give you, here's the cartons I promised. And she was like, great. She doesn't even mark them up. She just puts them there. And then another friend of hers does baking, and she's got some baked goods, and it's all out on the porch. So you don't have to go in anywhere. She's got everything, a fridge out on the porch. It was great.
Tyler Farm, that's the name of it.
Tyler Farm?
Tyler, yeah. And I'm on her Facebook page right now.
What town's it in?
That's what I'm trying to find out for you. Because it's gonna bug me until I figure it out.
Yeah, because I was so excited when we moved here last year. Down the end of
Lymington. It's Lymington.
Oh, Lymington. It's
Lymington.
Lymington.
Okay.
Lymington. That's close. I will look that up. And what was her name again?
I'll just send you the Facebook page.
Okay, thanks.
In the chat.
I used to call it Lymington too, and then I was
I was going to say, were you corrected?
Well, I heard somebody say, oh yeah, it's over in Lymington. And I went, oh, okay, thank you for saying it that way, because I didn't know.
Whoops, I sent it directly to Linda, so that's not going to work. Let me try it to everybody.
Oops.
Let's try that again. There you go. That should be to everybody. Yeah.
Awesome.
Woohoo.
Thank you.
Well, it is about time. And if we go much longer, I don't know whether the video will convert successfully for the recording. So I'm going to kick you to the curb. I have no further use for you.
Okay.
But
all right.
Thank you very much for coming. There'll be more information coming out about SPA very shortly. As I said at the very beginning, in case you missed it, we've been making lots of arrangements and we're just coming up with the dates and finalizing some last minute details. But then all will be made known. Okay.
Excellent. I'm gonna put it on my calendar at work on Monday.
Yeah, good to see your faces. Yeah.
Nice to see yours too.
Oh, I can't wait till February. That's going to be awesome. Freeport won't hit it.
Get out the bail money.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to end it and stop the recording.